listening to one or maybe all 7 words of the cross. And I wonder what percentage really understood the great mystery. For we are told that when they came to the place called the Skull, there they crucified him. When they came to the place called the Skull, where is it? And what time? We cannot fix the cross in time or locate it in space. And it's a very great mistake in interpretation to ignore the out and out character of the supernatural nature of the crucifixion. In fact, all the great events in the life of Jesus Christ. Let me share with you my own personal experience to show you cannot locate it in space and you cannot fix it in time. Remember, he's only fulfilling Scripture, and the Scripture is the Old Testament. We turn now to a song, the 42nd Psalm, that was written hundreds of years before. If you listen carefully to the 10th, you will see you can date it. It begins, as the hart panteth after the water brook, so panteth my soul after thee, O God. My soul seeks and thirsts for God, for the living God. Now he said, these things I remember. When I went with the throng and led them in procession to the house of God, a multitude in festive garb. And let me share with you my own experience of that song. And you try to fix it in time or locate it in space. This night in question, I was leading an enormous crowd, a gay crowd, a very festive crowd, a huge multitude, and leading them to the house of God. And as we walked in this gay manner, a voice rang out from outer space. And the voice said, and God walks with them. A woman at my side, to my right, she questioned the voice. And she said, if God walks with us, where is it? And the voice replied, at your side. She looked to her left and looked into my face, and she became hysterical. It struck her so funny. So again she addressed the voice, and she said, you mean Neville is God? And the voice answered, yes, in the act of waking. Then the voice spoke in the depths of my own soul, and no one heard it but the speaker. And the voice said to me, I laid myself down within you to sleep. And as I slept, I dreamed a dream. I dreamed, and I knew exactly what the end of that sentence would be. He is dreaming that he's I. But I became so emotional, moved by the voice speaking in the depths of my own being, that I began to return to this level. As I returned, my hands, my head, the right side, and the soles of my 2 feet were nailed by vortices Here was a vortex, a vortex, a vortex, a vortex, and each foot a vortex. Now when did it happen? The tense is past. I laid myself down within you to sleep. And as I slept, I dreamed a dream. Now it begins, these things I remember. If I remember them, then it is past. As Paul states, I have been crucified with Christ. Nevertheless, I live, yet not I, but Christ who lives in me. And the life I now live in the flesh, I live by the faith of the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. Then he stated, from now on, I recognize no one from a human point of view. Even though I once recognized Christ from a human point of view, I recognize him thus no longer. Paul, far from denying Christ, no one more supported his vision than Paul did. But Paul knew the whole thing was supernatural when it pleased God to reveal his Son in me. I conferred not with flesh and blood.